Back at it again. It's the Football Playbook, episode 71. Ric Serritella here at the Jersey Shore, broadcasting around the universe. Buckle up. We got Slasher, Mint Diggity in the chat room during the commercial break. Philly 559, thanks for chiming in. Yeah, the pass rush was fun to watch against the New York Giants. And quickly here, they had 7 sacks before our next guest. Let us know when he arrives, Tone. The sack attack, the Philly sack attack, led by Hassan Reddick, 10 sacks. Brandon Graham, 8 sacks. Javon Hargrave, 8 sacks. Josh Sweat, 7.5 sacks. Fletcher Cox, 6 sacks. I mean, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I mean, that's got to be. They're going to have. There's a good chance they're going to have 4, maybe 5 guys with double-digit sacks. That's got to be a record. That's got to be a record. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen a team with 5 players on defense with double-digit sacks. I can't recall that. Not even the 85 Bears had that. Richard Dent, Mike Singletary, Dan Hampton, Ron Rivera. There's a lot of, I don't know, man. Whew. The blitz percentage, Kentucky Corey, I don't know. I don't have that in front of me. I apologize. I'll find out, though. Anthony Harris is back. Stephen J. Patton says, do they not trust Kayvon Wallace? Well, let's ask our next guest, fourthandjohn.com. Gayle Saunders on the Football Playbook. Good morning, Gayle. How are you, man?
What's up, Rick? How are you doing, man?
Oh, man, we're living the life, the good life. We're flying high, soaring 12-1. I heard it was a party up at MetLife Stadium this past Sunday. I wanted to pop you on and get your finger on the pulse from the boots on the ground, man. It's been too long since we had you on the Football Playbook.
Yeah, man, it's been a good wave. I'm 12-1. Everyone's feeling great. I thought, up at MetLife, there was a really great vibe. Eagle fans were very joyful at like 8 a.m. It's freezing out, but everyone was really feeling confident. Giants fans were feeling very confident about their team. It was first time in a while that the Eagles didn't outmatch the Giant fans, but Giants fans did start selling their tickets. Prices went down, and a lot of Eagle fans are getting those up close and personal front row seats to watch the Eagles put a lashing on those Giants, man. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, man. And I noticed you were in the J lot, which traditionally, and it's been a while since I've been at MetLife, but J lot's a big Giants tailgating scene as well. I know. Did you guys encounter any?
There was no kind of, like, the Giant fans were very they stayed away. We took over that whole
over the years, haven't they?
What's that? They have been. They have softened. A lot of the Giants fans in our section left early in the first quarter, and they were bragging how they were first quarter. They were bragging how they've been season ticket holders for 30 years, 20 years, and then you guys leave at the end of the first. So
yeah, that's the problem, and that's why I stopped going to Yankee games. Not to sidetrack too much, but you got all these people that are doing it for status and clout. And they come to the game late. They leave early. They're not real fans. And that's what you saw at MetLife. I think when the new stadium was constructed, it priced out all the hardworking middle-class fans. And you got all these snobby, nose-in-the-air fans that really don't care. They're leaving in the first quarter. I mean,
hat tip to the other Giants fans. They left in the third quarter. So by the fourth quarter, it was nothing but Eagle fans surrounding, watching the game. So it was like our own personal game for the Eagle fans. And then at the very end, as Jalen Hurts walked out of the stadium, the MVP chants started. It was a very nice moment, very touching. So
a great way to end the day. The Giants fans are matching the product that the team is putting on the field. We got Gayle Saunders, fourthandjohn.com, episode 321, just published to go get all of his thoughts from the Giants recap. But before we get into the Bears matchup, what was your favorite part of? Was it the offensive execution? Was it the defensive sack attack? Was it the special teams is now starting to come alive? The punter, we gotta buckle up with Brett Kern now. But are you more of an offense? Is this Philly team is it gonna be known as having a dominant offense or a dominant defense?
I think it's going to be it's a well-rounded team. Like we talk about weaknesses. This Eagle team really doesn't have many weaknesses. We start talking about like smaller, minute things, but it's still special. Like as in special teams, the one thing people hammer home is the punt returner and Covey. Like these are the things that we're talking about. And then Covey, in the last 2 games, he's been pretty solid. Just overall, it's a very well-rounded team, and I think they're very cohesive. But it all starts up with the trenches. They poured a lot of money, some draft capital there, and I think everything is just meshing. You have guys that are in the incubator system, whether it be Jordan Davis, whether it be our 2nd-round pick Cam. You just have these guys that are just waiting in the wings, and they don't have to be that guy until maybe a couple years down from now. But I think it's a really great vibe. And overall, we have guys that step up week in and week out. Players go down, the next man is up. You talk about the Reed Blankenship era. I know he's a young guy, but like just seeing guys step up like that, it's phenomenal. You have Dallas Goedert go down. You have Cal Katera and Stoll step up. Even though it's not sexy, but they're very they're consistent so far for young tight ends. So every game, it's like we move a couple guys in and out, and they're very serviceable. So we have a stacked lineup.
Good point. They're battle tested, and like look at Dallas this week. Their right tackle goes down. They're all in panic. They got to put Jason Peters in at right tackle now, and
Eagles up there.
Yeah. So, and hey, I mean Lane Johnson might miss this week, but it's all good, right? I mean, Eagles ain't stressing that. They missed Dallas Goedert. I was just done saying like Dallas Goedert's been out a month. Has anybody even remembered?
Oh, I missed that dude, man. He's been killing. But so have guys like AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. Talk about 1A and 1B. Quez Watkins, very serviceable. I mean, the field is wide open, and when Dallas Goedert gets back, there's going to be more spacing for everyone to eat. So it's going to be a great time.
Yeah. So now they got to kind of hold the fort at the safety position. We had a question come in from the chat room. I'll let you have at it, Gayle. With Anthony Harris just being re-signed a few minutes ago, literally. What's your take with Kayvon Wallace? Do you think the Eagles weren't happy? Was this more of an insurance policy? What's your takeaway?
I don't think Eagle fans have been happy with Kayvon Wallace, and I think the front office is, they know what they see. Every time he comes in, we're talking about angles, pursuit angles, whether it be in coverage or, he's just getting taken advantage of. Look at Reed Blankenship. He came in there and he's got a protractor because his angles have been on point. So I think Kayvon Wallace has just been he's been a guy. He hasn't really for his draft capital. He has not shown up. And again, it is what it is. But I think bringing in Anthony Harris, he's a guy who's a leader in the locker room. I actually talked to him at the Eagles Autism Challenge. Really great dude. I think he knows the defense. He's going to be serviceable. Is he? I talked about range on the back end when he was here, and he wasn't really that guy. But he's a guy that they can confidently feel like he can, serve a role as we at this moment. So I think that's what it is. I'm not mad at it. I was like when the injury happened, everyone was like, "Hey man, time to go get Anthony Harris."
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad insurance policy. You need a little bit of Affleck. I think Wallace, I was surprised he was taken so high coming out of Clemson because I viewed him more as like a day 3 guy. I think he went in like the 3rd or 4th round.
Mm-hmm. He was Dawkins' son's roommate.
Is that right? Okay.
Nice, so he was in the Dawkins trust circle.
Oh, okay, nice little nugget out of you there, Gayle.
By
the way, I can't wait for the draft season. We know we'll be buckled up, ready to go over at NFLDraftBible.com. It's a nonstop party over there. It's a can't stop, won't stop party at the 4th and John.
Are you going to Senior? Are you going to Senior Bowl?
I don't know. Here's the deal. Like, we got 700 scouting reports online right now for this draft class. So, like, the guys at the Senior Bowl, I did scouting reports on those guys like a year or 2 ago. So I know what's over there. I'm all about the day 3 undrafted priority free agents. Like
The
I'm
diamonds.
fascinated. 1/3 of every roster consists of undrafted free agents. Those are the guys I like finding.
The Brock Purdy's of the world.
The Brock Purdy's of the world, man.
Yeah.
Buckle up. But yeah, I'll probably go down to Mobile for a couple days. I'll be out at Pasadena, and they have it staggered now, so I get to go from Pasadena to Las Vegas for the Shrine Bowl because they overlap.
Yeah.
So now I just drive out to the desert, and then maybe I'll go fly out to Mobile and hang. I'm trying to get air mileage like Gayle Saunders, man.
Hey, dude, I drove last year because I was like, let me, because the whole COVID thing, I was just like, you couldn't get in if you know, I was like, I'm driving in my, there's no way I'm missing this. So it was a great time though.
So talk to me then about this next matchup with Chicago. What are the tailgate plans, and give our listening audience at home the scoop on how to get registered and boarded up? What are we doing for Chicago?
Well, you know, I'm trying to figure this out. I think I was planning to go, but you know, if you're looking for a good group to tailgate with, Philly Sports Trips, you can check them out at Philly Sports PHL, and they're doing some tailgating. You know, but I'm still trying to figure out if I do a road trip. You know, I'm having last-second jitters.
Okay.
My co-host Prime was like, we were planning to go, and last minute he backed out. So now I was like, all right, well maybe I'll just stay home for this one.
Oh man, have you missed the game yet this year?
I missed. It's been 2. It's been the so I've been on the road to victory for a long time. So if I stay home for one, you know, my girl's very happy about that.
Yeah,
but I was like, she's on notice that I could leave at any moment for Chicago, so this is still up in there.
It's up in there. Well, listen, I'm pretty hooked up in Chicago, man. If you make it out there, let me know. What do you make of their quarterback, Justin Fields? Because I mean, he's kind of you know, a young developing quarterback who has that dangerous P word potential, and we heard about that with Jalen Hurts. We've seen Jalen's development.
Yeah.
I see a quarterback who could potentially kind of elevate his status into, you know, the top half of starting quarter. I don't think he's quite there yet. I think he's still trying to figure some things out in the passing game. But man, he has really flashed some glimpses there.
I think Justin Fields. I think he's when he was coming out for the draft and pre way before that. He was on that Netflix special. He's you know, he's a kid that I thought he was ready to make that leap to the next level mentally. I think they did a disservice by not putting weapons around him earlier in his career. Like, what do you want a young quarterback like him to do? Obviously, he's got the athleticism. He's got some wheels. I think if you start formulating a real offense that fits his style, just like you look what the Eagles did for Jalen Hurts. They've added little wrinkles where he's comfortable, and then he's looked pretty decent as of late. You know, they got him what's his name, Chase Claypool from the Steelers.
Yeah.
So I mean, at the end of the day, before that, he was really rocking with too much. You know.
No, I know, and I haven't heard too much from Chase Claypool either since he's been over there. But I think in a way they kind of have adapted and adjusted because they're running the ball 60% of the time more than any team in the NFL. They got kind of that 3-headed backfield with Herbert and Montgomery. And I think, you know, if this was pre-Linville, Joseph, and Sue day and age, maybe you'd be a little bit worried about it. But I think they've squashed any concerns about the run game over the past 2 weeks with King Henry and Saquon. They just shut them down, man.
Yeah, the way that the Eagles defense is set up, they're equipped to stop anything. They're very fluid, and they have guys that they can mix and match with anybody. They match up very well. I think the Giants, they saw exactly what the Eagles brought to the table. You know, the Titans, who are a heavy rush team. So I feel like the Bears are. I feel like they're headed into a buzzsaw. You know, like obviously you got to respect teams as you play them, but at the end of the day, I feel like
I don't know
when you go throughout the lineup and the matchups, it's just really I feel bad for some teams because like this is a very, like I said, very well-rounded Eagles football team, and I think at the end of the day, a lot of teams do not match up.
They've been putting up 40 burgers the last 3 weeks. They might put up a 50 burger against Chicago. I'm not even kidding, man. This is like a mismatch, glorified nightmare.
Man, you're gonna make me get in the car and drive. Because I would love to see that.
Yeah, this is gonna be a 50 burger. I'm sure of it. I mean, the line is jumping already, man. I'm telling you. If I didn't have hosting duties back here on Monday, I'd actually take the ride out there with you. Which, by the way, there's 2 more home tailgates.
Yeah,
I got to get to one of these now.
Oh yeah, there's more because we have playoffs, man.
Well, yeah, I know, but I got to work. So hey,
at
least the Saints and Giants game, I can come and hang out. And fake it on Monday morning because it's not going to be much of a game. I can pretend like I watched it even though I didn't because it's going to be over by they're going to be exiting like the Giants fans in the first quarter.
The Saints tailgate should be a good one. I think word on the streets is Jennifer Slade might be making banana pudding for the tailgate. She's making it for the football team, the Eagles football team.
You know what? That's New Year's Day.
Hey, I mean you're off on New Year's Day.
Yeah, consider it done. I'm there. I'm coming.
Right. Okay.
Saints.
There we go.
Let me know what parking lot I'm coming.
And when Rick comes marching in, same with the Saints.
I'm coming, like Dion. I'm coming.
Yeah, man.
I'm coming to hang, man. I'm coming to hang. So prime me up. Like, what do we got going? Like, what should I expect? Should I expect like? Are we gonna have DJs and
we got shout out to DJ Lowski. We have our resident DJ who DJs all the tailgates.
Okay.
I got my boy Prime and my boy Evan from 4th and John, and it's really about bringing people together. Honestly, it's just a good time. We make our own cheesesteaks, so if you're looking for an authentic cheesesteak, my guy Evan makes them on the grill. So we have a lot of Eagle fans from all over the world. Actually, a lot of last tailgate we had guys from Australia, England, Canada. And just random. So it's a really great mix of Eagle fans really just enjoying their Eagles. So a lot of the people are there for their very first time at the link. So is that right? It's a come to a church moment for some Eagle fans because they're like you get the full experience and you get to hang out with authentic Eagle fans. And it's a great time always. And then you get to see your Eagles put a whooping on teams, and it completes the whole trinity of Eagles football.
No, I'm coming. New Year's Day, New Orleans tailgate. Do you have a link yet for where people, if the listening audience wants to come and hang out with us that day?
We are in lot G2. We'll probably put those out. It's gonna be a couple weeks, but always in lot G2. We're sponsored by Bud Light and Country Italian Bakery. So we make tomato pies and that's another.
Come on now, you're talking my language. Hey,
and then on top of that,
tomato pies at the tailgate. Are you kidding me?
Tomato pies, and then the kicker here, it's all free. So everyone comes and they're like, "How is this free?" It's free. So just come on, have a good time. Free Bud Light, and then have a good time, man. Bring the vibes. That's all we ask for.
Philly Dilly. I remember the 2017 Eagles Super Bowl parade, and none of the subways were running into the city, so we found some kind of suburb outskirts, and man, we had the Bud Lights popping. It was like 4:45 a.m. and we were Philly Dilly with it, man. Get them Bud Lights.
That was a great ride, man. And then the campaign Philly was amazing.
Well, like you said, it's about bringing the people together, and I can tell you that. As I was standing there in downtown Philly watching all walks of life, right, coming together and just partying on, man. The Soul Train dance line busted out. I mean, we were moving and grooving down that thing, man. That was the best party I've ever attended.
I was frozen. I was in front of the museum steps. I was there from 3:00 on in a dog suit just to keep warm. Greatest day of my life.
It was fun, man. That was fun. We got to do it again. It was so much fun. We should do it again. Hey, we got a question. What's the cost of the tailgate, Gayle?
What's that?
The cost of the tailgate.
Oh, it's free.
Everything's free?
Free 99.
Free 99. Hey, if it's free, it's me. All right. Adam's Exploits. There you go, man.
Yeah, it's free. Everyone comes in like, what? It's free. Well, I read the flyer. I was like, it says free on there, right?
Wait, so maybe I will be coming to the Giants tailgate as well. Maybe we'll go back to back. They'll have the first seed clinched by then, I'm sure.
Do we sit the players though?
Yo,
last week.
how many W's is Gardner Minshew getting this year?
I mean, he could get one. He could get one. I had them sitting out. My prediction early in the season was, I believe 13-2, and I had them sitting out the last game, and that's the game that they taken out. Another one
Well,
they
if
took.
they beat the Bears and the Cowgirls, then it's a done deal. It's clinched. Did you know that?
Yeah, but Christmas is on the line. Everyone talks about all the. I say Christmas is on. I don't speak L's into existence, but I'm just saying Christmas is on the line. It's a very big game. Imagine, you're having this great Christmas morning with your family, your kids, and then you come, Christmas, you got to win that game.
The eggnog is flowing, right?
Bragging rights,
By the way, did you get your Eagles Christmas album?
I have not. I've been trying to network.
They're hard to come by. I would have been thoroughly impressed if you said you had it. By the way, you should have just lied to me.
I've been calling. I'm calling the pro shop now. The pro shop is now they have an automatic. Because they never have an automatic answering machine. Now it says, like, if you're calling about the Christmas album, we are sold out. We do not know when we're getting more in. So I'm going to be bumping in, hopefully, into Merrill Reese today. Shout out to Hollis Thomas. He's doing a show with Merrill Reese today at Parks Casino. So I could ask him.
Yeah, because he was on. He made a cameo on there. I saw.
Hey, Merrill.
Yeah. Hey. So where are you doing it? Wait, where are you doing the show? I missed that.
Oh, that's I'm actually just attending to watch Hollis Thomas is doing a show with Merrill.
Oh, okay.
Merrill has his own little pro football talk show. He's making his way around the city.
I'll tell you, man.
He's the gift that keeps on giving, man.
I could only pray to be that rambunctious when I'm his age, man. That's incredible. The guy just keeps going like an Energizer bunny. All right, so the point spread here keeps jumping up. I think it's going to be a double-digit line by the time kickoff comes. I mean, listen, I've already let the cat out of the bag. I think the Eagles are putting up a 50-burger. Can we get a score prediction from Gayle Saunders? And I know you're deliberating now about making that trip out there. So
I'm going to go probably – I go 42 to 21. No, I give him a 24.
42-20. Okay, so a little bit better effort than the Giants gave him. We'll take it. By the way, Harry Carey's was very, very good. I was surprised because I thought it would be very commercialized. Have you ever been to Chicago?
Just for this, I've been in the airport. I just never been outside. Like I'm named after Gayle Saunders, so I have I'm not gonna lie, I have a little love for the Bears.
Is that right? You're named after Gayle Saunders?
Yeah.
Is that true?
My dad's favorite running back.
That's awesome, man.
He pulled me away from the '85 Bears when I was a kid. He's like, "No, you cannot be a fan of the Bears." I'm like, "So why are you putting the Eagles on me, bro?" I'm not, So yeah. So I did see Gayle Saunders' his little. They had a little case at the Hall of Fame. I might have shed a tear.
Yeah, hey, by the way, I shed a tear this morning watching the Brandon Graham Walter Payton Man of the Year Award segment on the Eagles YouTube channel. Did you see that?
Oh, no, I got to check that out.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Yeah, Brandon. Like, we met with Brandon Graham at the Trent Cole football camp today during the summer, and everything he told me he's doing. He talked about him having feeling the best he's ever felt in a long time. Him getting a 3-sack performance last week. His ball of energy, man. He is that. Like he can light up a room. You talk about his leadership. You talk about what he means to his players on and off the field. The way he greets Eagles media, beat writers. He shows love. So
I'll tell you, that smile is contagious, man. It's hard to criticize a guy like that when he's just always so happy.
I mean, what he's doing at his age, he's Michael Strahan was getting sacks at that age. Brandon Graham, he's a good dude, for real.
Yeah, no, he is definitely first class. Check that out if you get a chance, and we'll be sure to check out the Fourth and John podcast, episode 321. What are fans going to find in that episode?
We're just breaking down the Giants and just the vibes and, really just hammering home what this football team has been doing as of late and the way that they're outmatching teams and the way that they're just a great group of dudes that are led by a MVP like quarterback in Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, man.
We're just really excited about what this football team's bringing. We haven't felt these vibes since 2017. So we all know what happened then.
Yeah, we got to carry them right into the new year. Flip
Yeah.
the calendar and carry the good vibes right into 2023. Gayle, always a pleasure, man. I promise you I will have you back on before the January 1st tailgate takeover. We're calling it now.
Okay, man. I got a tomato pie waiting for you.
Bro, I'm gonna need 2 just for myself. Are you kidding me? Tomato pie. Man, I'm diving in. I'm coming.
And we put graphics on them too. So should I make a Ric Serritella pie?
Bro, we need a football playbook. Tomato pie.
You can do that if you say you're coming.
Well, but I'm coming. No, put it in the books. I'll be there. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. And no, we'll definitely pop on and promote that more. We'll get some of the listeners out there as well.
Yeah, bring the whole crew, man.
Absolutely. I just saw Justin Serrato chime in. I know my paisan is coming down for the tomato pie times 2. So, hey, Gayle, appreciate the time, my man. We'll be in touch, okay?
Thanks for having me. Go Birds.
Right. There you have it. Go Birds, 4thandjohn.com. Always a good time when Gayle Saunders joins the Football Playbook episode 71 here on this Tuesday, December 13th, 2022. Buckle up. It's an hour power down. I told you we're going to cross enemy lines. Yeah, see, everybody's getting excited now. Paisans, we're calling it the Tailgate Takeover. What you doing New Year's Day? I'll be down in parking lot G. Buckle up. Talk about a double chin strap affair. Ooh, baby. That sounds like trouble. But hey, I see. Hey, Mint Diggity, Justin Serrato, Richard Rosarnia, buckle up. We're going down to the tailgate. William Stark. Oakham's Razor, you never had a tomato pie? My God. Oh, my God. We got to educate and regulate here on the Football Playbook. Hey, if you just tuned in, I told you we're going to cross enemy lines. Our guy, Zach Pearson, coming up from Beers Report, 24/7 Sports. Hey, Lucy, 5-star. Thank you for joining us here. We got an hour of power down, another hour of power to go. So let's do this. We'll take a quick break. We'll pay some commercial bills. We dabbled a little bit with some Bears talk, but we're really going to get some great intel right after the commercial break. Zach Pearson will join the Football Playbook and make his debut right here. Buckle up right after this.